People come from all over the world to visit this museum. It houses one of the most extensive and diverse Native American collections. But in a rare opportunity, we get to show you some of the museum's most impressive Cherokee artifacts, which are actually housed off campus in the archive. NMAI's Cultural Research Center is a state-of-the-art building about 15 minutes away from Capitol Hill. It's home to collections from North and South America and the museum's research programs. The center's curator gave us a tour.
Well, Jennifer, this is the collection storage area of the Cultural Resources Center of the National Museum of the American Indian. It was built in 1999, and it was built to store the collection of the NMAI. The core of the collection comes from a private museum from New York City. The Smithsonian built a state-of-the-art storage facility, and state-of-the-art these days is what's called compactable storage. So all these units that you're looking in, they can move. This facility, as I say, was built to store the collection, and there are over 800,000 objects in the collection.
While the museum houses 1,300 Cherokee objects, old and new, only about 100 are from Oklahoma. Most of the artifacts are from North Carolina, and an even smaller number date back to pre-removal, before the Cherokee people were forced onto the Trail of Tears.
More traditional material is all this river cane basketry. As you can see, there are a lot of baskets. Over here we have pottery. One object that I'm very happy to have in the collections is this piece of pottery right here, because I met the maker of this pot. It was made by Louise Bigmeat, and to me it's a very touching, and I'm very happy that the NMA has that in the collections, because as I say, I knew Louise and I knew how much she cared about Cherokee traditions, about making pottery, making basketry.
When it comes to NMAI's collections, there are two men curators hold in high regard for preserving so much of the Cherokee culture. A Cherokee from the Eastern Band named Will West Long and an anthropologist named Frank Speck.
Okay, so we have spread out on the table for you several Cherokee objects. And so what I have out here is some of the material that Frank Speck collected while he was working with Will West Long. Cherokee have a very, very strong dancing tradition, and Speck worked with Will West Long to understand what the green corn ceremony was about and the dances involved in the green corn ceremony. So what you have here are masks from animal dances and the booger dance, and then you have the fans that are also used in dances. An object we have over here that's very interesting, and I think you'll like a lot, is a pipe bowl that was collected in Tahlequah and written on the side of the pipe. If you look carefully, if I tilt it in the right angle, you'll see syllabary. So that is a very unique and a very special piece in our collections. I'd like you to look at these Cherokee moccasins, because again, these are pre-removal. So just for that reason, they're very special. They're made out of black deer hide, tanned black deer hide. They're beaded, and they are lined with silk. And that's not something that somebody would expect to see in the collections. Okay, this dates to the removal period and before Cherokee removal. If you look very closely, that there were different colors of silk, and it was done in a very sophisticated ribbon work pattern. It's a very rare object, and it's in very bad condition, but still it's a pre-removal object, so there are not very many of these around. So what we have in the collections that you're seeing here with pre-removal objects, for the Cherokee, the importance of those objects cannot be overstated. And the people that work at the NMAI and in this collection storage area are very conscious of how important this material is to tribal people. And we show that respect to the objects in every way we can. So this entire building was built to be a handsome building that tribal people would want to enjoy to come to, and that they would feel comfortable working here. And we have a lot of spacious areas where their material can be spread out and they can spend as much time as they want with that material. But this entire building is built to safeguard the collection and to show our respect to the people whose cultural heritage it is.